Hey Cancer, Happy New Year. It's Lisa and this is your January 2023 general reading. If you would like a personal reading with me, all my information is below in the description box. Okay, so let's see what January 2023 holds for Cancer. I think 2023 is going to be a good year. I think it's going to be an interesting year for a lot of people. A lot of kind of things, shifts, but coming together and living life and looking at life a different way. It's just an interesting energy that 2023 is holding. Okay, so let's see what is in store for you, Cancer. I also want to take the time to thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. It helps me grow my channel as well as get any messages out to people that need to hear them. And don't forget to watch all the way to the very end so you can get some sage advice from the one and only Tarot Tam. He always has something interesting to let us know and how to live our lives. So let's see what January holds, Cancer. Okay, so in January, they're talking about the overall energy for Cancer for January is the Ten of Swords, which is all about you're at this place in your life where you're like, you know what? I'm leveling up. I'm changing as a person. I'm done being treated a certain way. I'm done treating myself a certain way. I'm going to move towards, this is the year that I'm going to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish and change my life the way I want to change my life. Then what helps you do that is by moving forward towards your goals. And the key is moving like in the direction you want to move in, not just kind of recycling. It's about moving in the direction that you want. It's interesting because they're kind of saying, it's almost like this feeling of, it may not be exactly what you think you're going to be moving forward. Focus on yourself, focus on what you can control, focus on some goals that are right in front of you. And that will kind of make you you have a different perspective of things. But it is kind of saying, it's an interesting energy. It's almost like the universe opens up things, or things you start to open up and see things, which is really, it's a really good feeling. The base of what they want to talk about is that you've planted the seeds to your success. You've done some of the work. Now it's continuing to do the work, adding some things, taking some things away, changing some things a little bit up. This feels very personal. It feels like some personal growth and some personal changes that you're making in yourself. And I know it's January, it's time that people set goals, but this feels like you've been working on it before and now it's going to continue into 2023. And it's saying that if you put in the work and you do what you need to do, you will reap the benefits. Not only will you physically and mentally reap the benefits, but you will also financially reap the benefits. As we start January, it's just focusing on what you need to do, focus on what is right in front of you. This feels very much like the Serenity Prayer, where it's kind of like, let go of what you can't control and focus on what you can control and do it in January, especially as you start the month. As you go into the month, they're talking about travel and things moving forward. It's interesting because the way that they're wording it is by getting a new perspective makes you look at things with a new perspective. So it's like removing yourself from one place and going somewhere else changes your perspective. And then when you come back, you have a whole different outlook on things. But it's about travel. It's about adventure. It can be small travel, big travel. But it is all about travel and getting different perspectives. And again, it doesn't really have to be like this massive trip. It can be weekends away or days away, but it all gives you a different perspective of when you come back. It's just it's an interesting energy. It's kind of like it energizes you. It gives you a different perspective. You're able to look at things differently, and it kind of removes some of the clouds they're saying that's there that you thought were there. It kind of changes things around. As you go into I'm sorry, I just hit my thing. As you go into the end of the month, And at the end of the month, it's just continuing to move forward towards your successes. And it's basically, if you put the work in, you will have the success. So don't think that it's not going to happen. So just know that you're going to have the successes. As you move forward into the end of the month and going into February, it's changing your perspective. And it's also saying, you know, you have to sacrifice some things out of your life in order to have this perspective and have a new beginning. And it feels very personal. So it's like you change some things and your outlook and your perspective, and then it all looks differently. As you move forward, the energy that's all around you, again, is all your hard work is going to pay off. Just focus and get it done. Focus on what you need to do in order to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Again, it feels very personal. The energy for advice is that a wish that you've been wishing for comes true. So keep manifesting those dreams, keep putting those dreams out there, and they will come true. As you go into February and March, the first card is don't focus so much on like what your intention is. Be open to opportunity, because there's opportunity around you that is right there, and it's going to lead to more abundance. So don't be so like hyper focused and determined on what you're doing, because there's opportunity there. As you move forward, remember, move forward with balance. Don't like try to like jump and leap ahead. Move forward with balance, and that will lead you to ultimate success and create a flow within the universe. And then the last card is the Nine of Pentacles, and that's all about you having your own successes, and only you can achieve them. So it's like, you know, other people can help, and you can get advice and set some goals, but ultimately you're the person that has to achieve the goals. You're the person that has to do the work and get it done. And it feels, again, this whole reading feels very personal. Like it's not about outward stuff. It's not about relationships or career. It feels very personal, achieving some personal goals in 2023 and becoming the best version of yourself in 2023, sacrificing some things that are not serving you anymore. Again, it feels very personal. So it could be food, alcohol, it's something like that. And you say, you know what, I'm changing these things about myself. It's hurting me. It's not making me feel good. I'm not the best version of myself. And then when you shift that, all the success starts to come in. So it's really interesting, but it feels very personal. Out of all the signs that I've done, like everybody had New Year's resolutions and moving towards goals, but yours is very particular in the sense that it feels like you achieving some personal goals for yourself and becoming the best version of yourself. So you build this foundation to then, you know, get all the other goals in your life. Okay, so the miracle card for you for January, the message, let's see, is this. And the message is for January: take guidance, but follow your heart. Your decisions and judgments will be accurate. It says you are guided, yet only you can find your own path. So it goes along with the reading. Very nice. Thank you so much, Cancer, for watching. Again, if you could like, share, and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Hope you have a great January, and I will see you soon.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming when life sets you down. Just keep swimming.